Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I have a very special video planned. I'm going to be taking a look at the official Bad Batch minifigures compared to my custom ones. Now, I made my custom ones about a year and a half ago, I like to say, almost 2 years ago. It was actually before the Bad Batch show even came out, so sadly I do not have a custom Echo, so we will not be comparing him in this video, but I do have a custom Crosshair from whenever he was a part of the Bad Batch, so I will be doing a little bit of a comparison in that area. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Starting things off, we have Hunter. Now Hunter is the leader of the Bad Batch, so you know, he kind of has his own unique look that is a little bit different than everybody else, and the main thing is his helmet. Now one thing I do want to know is, for all my customs, they will not have their helmet, because believe it or not, I made them, like, at the time that I made my customs, I had no clones, basically, so, you know, I wasn't gonna take a clone helmet and, you know, design it in a way that would be like the Bad Batch, because I just didn't have any, and even if I did, I would not, you know, Sharpie up or paint up a clone helmet. So, yeah, or at least at the time I wouldn't. So that is why my custom here does not have a helmet. So for that reason, we are going to be taking off the helmet of the original. And there we go. So now this is a little bit more of a fair review. So taking a look at the custom here, one thing I do have to note compared to the original is it definitely looks a lot more cartoony. And I know that technically it is a cartoon, or, you know, a little animation, the Clone Wars is, or Bad Batch. But this is more, you know, Cartoon Network kind of vibes. You know, I'm getting more bright colors and stuff like that. If you guys are wondering, the armor piece that I used here is from a minifigure. I think it's like series 16 maybe, but I got a ton of them, so that's why I did customize. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep these guys after getting the originals. I might actually wipe the paint off. You guys let me know in the comments what I should do. But yeah, so taking a look, obviously the head is a humongous difference. This one is the official head, and it has his tattoos, you know, everything that is like what makes Hunter. I did go for the same hairstyle, but this one is actually brown, which I think is more accurate, the custom one, because he does not actually have black hair, it is actually brown. So technically, this is a little bit more accurate, but that face, though, you know, he does not have a tattoo. So as for this, it is a darker, more shiny gray, whereas this is just a typical dark gray. And obviously, you know, he has all of his details that he needs. For some reason, I gave him a blue dagger. Technically, it's a Ninja Turtle katana, but I gave it blue because at the time I was not really familiar with the Bad Batch, because I mean, we hadn't even seen them in the Clone Wars whenever I made these guys. I had to look up concept photos, so maybe it was supposed to be blue at some point, but technically they should be yellow, and the Lego ones just give them the basic kind. So yeah, and the paint that I did use on him is just some, you know, average paint, which, I mean, I you know, he has the arm design, so I'll give him that on my custom one. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious which one is better, but the custom one's not horrible. The next guy we have up here is Tech. Now Tech is one of my favorites. I do think he's a pretty cool character in the show. But if I'm being honest, I think that this one might be the closest match, or, you know, closest comparison in a way. I'm not saying that this one is, you know, better, or that the custom is better than the original, but I do have to say there is a lot of detail going on here. So one thing I do have to know is the guns are actually quite similar. Is this a Lego gun? No, I believe that this is Creo, actually. So yeah, it is Creo, but it does look a lot like this guy, or like the official guns that was given to Tech. So not bad. The face I did end up going with for this guy is the Lone Ranger's face, because I did not have any goggles, and honestly, it worked, you know. It got, you know, the basis down that, you know, he wears something over his eyes, which is something that he does wear. And the hair that I did go with was just this slick back brown hair, whereas this one, is not that. I mean, well, it is slick back brown hair, but, you know, it's different. And honestly, I think that they're both pretty accurate, because technically this is a bit inaccurate with how high it goes, but this is more accurate with how it's lower. But you know, either way, they're still pretty good. And this one actually does have a armor piece on, the custom one does, and yeah. So I mean, it's the paint job. It's a bit sloppy, but it's not bad. I mean, it definitely could be worse. I do really like the arm design I did, as I just drop it. But yeah, so then I painted the feet too. And if we look at the designs, I definitely missed a lot of the brown coloring, and you know, there's just a lot more I could have done. But yeah, so on the back, I definitely could have added his little thing, or his little, you know, rangefinder, which is not something that I did. But either way, I do definitely think that this one looks nice. Again, I'm kind of getting like cartoonish vibes from these custom ones, whereas these ones are obviously, you know, the real official ones. So yeah, but that's tech. Alright, and here next up we have is Wrecker. Now this one also, I am seeing some similarities right off the bat. Obviously the big armor pieces is something, and I honestly was thinking that they would maybe go for this armor piece whenever it comes to tech, but they did end up making a new custom armor piece, which I think works fine as well. But for the time, this was definitely a good choice to go with, although it is a little bit bulky in the back. It kind of looks like Buzz Lightyear in a way, but yeah, so kind of got the same colors going on as the Hunter that we showed earlier has, whereas obviously his colors are darker and there's just a lot more detail. I did give him a big like bazooka gun. If we take that off, yeah, you can see there's just not very much detail about these pants with the red stripe. I believe these are like from Lego City character or something. And he does have a stripe that kind of goes all the way up his arm, which I do like, but it's kind of inaccurate because obviously he has the 99 logo on his shoulder, whereas this one I just gave him a stripe. Again, these customs were made looking off a concept art photo, so, you know, it wasn't bad for the time. Looking at the face, though, I do not know what face this is, but it's just, you know, angry man with like stubble, I guess, which is kind of what Wrecker is, although Wrecker is typically happy. And obviously the skin color is too light. It should be a darker color like the official one is, and the scar is missing. But again, not bad for what I had. Alright, so the last comparison we have is Crosshair, and so obviously this is Imperial Crosshair because they have not made a Republic Crosshair yet, at least. I don't know if they ever will, if I'm being honest. But both of them I did end up giving this sniper because he's a sniper. But yeah, I guess we can just take off the helmet. And yeah, so here's basically the Crosshair. It's a lot like Hunter, where, you know, it has that same armor piece. Just got some red designs going around it. It is a little bit different though if we get Hunter out here. As you can see, I just gave him some different designs depending on whatever I saw in the photo. And the feet or the legs are different, which I honestly think that these ones probably work a little bit better whenever it comes to Crosshair. But yeah, so one thing I do want to do is I want to see the official Crosshair head on this custom Crosshair. Also, the hair is just, you know, from Obi-Wan Kenobi, because believe it or not, Crosshair's hair is actually pretty hard to replicate, just because of how, you know, how short it is and everything like that. But let's just go ahead and see what this will look like. Okay, that's actually not bad. Yeah, that's definitely, like, I mean, it looks like Crosshair, but, you know, it's not the best at the same time. But yeah, so that is the Crosshair comparison. So there was my comparison of the official Bad Batch minifigures compared to my custom ones. And like I said, Echo sadly did not have a custom to face off against. And obviously the officials are really way better than the customs. But, you know, I think that using what I had at the time, the customs definitely are not horrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody who knows Star Wars could look at them and be like, okay, you know, that's the Bad Batch from Walmart or whatever. But yeah, so if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.